Good morning, folks. This is Naim Azam, Chief Market Analyst at Trade, and welcome to our daily technical analysis video. In today's video, I will be focusing on one important topic, and that is Bitcoin and gold. Both of these two assets find buyers. But of course, the big question among investors and traders is the downside risk is over. So that is what we'll be looking at. Before we do anything else, as always, it is important for me to go through this disclaimer. Anything we should be discussed cannot be perceived as an advice. If you are seeking for one, please do consider consulting with your own advisors. Now, we will begin the analysis by looking at the BTC or Bitcoin's daily chart. Now, if you remember from our video yesterday, we talked about two different patterns forming on the daily time frame, one of them being bearish and the other one being your bullish pattern. So let me draw them on the chart to revise what we said yesterday and why do we think that the price is finding new buyers or new buying pressure as it is progressing. Now, first of all, the bearish pattern we talked about was the head and shoulder pattern. This being your shoulder, this being your head, this being your shoulder, and then again another shoulder. And of course, under the current circumstances, the sort of a neckline that we were very much focused on was just in around this level, and the projection which comes from here, it was going to, I mean, like if this completes its projection, we are likely to see the prices moving towards that 40,000 price level, which is more or less just over here. So just that 39 to 40,000 price level, or let's just say that in line with this previous resistance. So that is the one of the plays that we are very much focused on, where the price can really move towards this, then the price can really come in around this particular area. But of course, if the price doesn't really complete this particular pattern, as it seems like that it is finding its momentum to the upside, then the other bullish pattern that we talked about was the symmetrical sort of a triangle forming by just joining the lows over here, and we could see that the price is very much coming to a place where the trading range is becoming very narrow, and this is indicating to us that the price is really getting ready to break either to the upside or to the downside. But usually under the current circumstances, when the price really forms a symmetrical triangle, it usually breaks to the upside. So this particular arrow is more likely to happen. Of course, the price has bounced off the upward trend line, and then that means that the price is still moving to the upside, and more importantly, there is still seems like a buying pressure which does exist near the 50-day simple moving average on the daily time frame, your 50 being over here, and then your 200 being over here, and then your 200 simple day moving average being over here. Of course, one particular element that we do need to pay attention to is the RSI. So the RSI is very much trading below its downward trend line. So in order for that symmetrical triangle which we formed over here, in order for this triangle to break to the upside, we do want the RSI to break above the downward trend line. Now, moving on to gold, it is also something that we've discussed in our previous analysis, that this reversal pattern which has formed over here, we talked about in our previous video, is going to push the price to the upside, and that is really what happened over here as well, that the price did come into this area for the second time and it moved to the upside, and now it is about to challenge its 50-day simple moving average right over here, but we haven't seen the break. Only the break of the 50-day simple moving average to the upside is going to open the room for this particular price action to continue and then move from here towards its next resistance, and that is going to be 1801 to 1827 price level. Of course, we did say that the answer to this one is going to be coming from the 4-hour time frame, because we do want the price to break above the 50, 100 and 200 simple moving average, and that has already happened. We are already seeing bullish sign emerging from this one. Now, another important signal for us to keep an eye on is, of course, that we need the price to break above this particular consolidation zone on the 30-minute time frame, which is very much being over here. But one of another important aspect that we need to see for the in order for the price to break above the 50-day simple moving average on the daily time frame is the price needs to stay above the 50-day simple moving average on the 30-minute time frame. Now, if it continues to play that way, we are likely to see a breakout. We are likely to see gold prices to move further to the upside and then continue to find to more buyers in the market. All right, folks, that's all for today, and we will continue to monitor these moves and we'll come back to you with further updates. That's all for now. See you guys next time.